Hello, this is Builder Elephant, and welcome back to another review of the LEGO Harry Potter CMF Series 2. Today, we will be taking a closer look at minifigure number 11, George Weasley. George is the younger of the Weasley twins. Now, they were born on April 1st, so they were destined to be pranksters. Now, according to Rowling, George was the quieter of the two. Even though they have the reputation of being troublemakers, they had good hearts and knew where to draw the line. They constantly stood up for what was right. They joined Dumbledore's army and the Order of the Phoenix. George even lost an ear during the Battle of the Seven Potters. Now, thanks to Harry Potter giving them his Tri-Wizard Tournament winnings, they were able to open up a joke shop. Now, George would continue to successfully run the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes after his twin died during the Battle of Hogwarts. The leg piece shows us that George Weasley has his long winter robe opened up. Underneath the thick robe, we can see he is wearing dark bluish-gray pants. Now, even though this is only the bottom section of his dark tan robe, LEGO put a lot of detail into the printing. Reddish-brown lines were used to create creases in the fabric. Black lines show us the pleats, pockets, and outline of the clothes. I appreciate that LEGO put seams on the side of the legs. This could have easily been left a solid dark tan color. They even put a reddish-brown toggle button at the waist. Since George's robe is open, we can see his dark red shirt with tan stripes. I love how LEGO was able to make the collar flapping open look like a thicker material. It's amazing what shadowing and lines can do. The pocket printing starting at the legs is completed at the bottom of the torso. The twins were not neat and proper, so I appreciate that the reddish-brown lines to create wrinkles in the clothes were put all over the front and back of the torso piece. Even though it's common to see the hoods on the back of these robes, I love the way it folds unevenly down and reveals the dark red shirt at the back of his neck. Once again, the toggle buttons are put along the open seams of his robe. George's dual printed headpiece can only be found on this minifigure. Now, he might have been the quieter of the two twins, but he still loved to laugh and have a good time. Both of his expressions show us that happy, carefree attitude. The slightly crooked smile is open wide enough to show us his teeth. The lines formed on the side and at the chin let us know he smiles with his whole face. The dark orange eyebrows not only show us Weasley's hair color, but also add to his emotion. Their position over the eyes makes me think of someone waiting to see how their joke was received by his audience. The other side has him laughing out loud. Clearly his joke landed. This time, the lopsided smile curves on the opposite side. He has opened his mouth wide enough to show his red tongue. Now, rather than getting laugh lines around his mouth, they are now under the eyes as he closes them shut from laughing so hard. The hat piece has George's long orange hair attached to it. The clothes are inspired by the outfits in the Goblet of Fire, but the hat can be seen in a couple of the movies. LEGO did a great job recreating the tan stocking cap. The mold has all those important details, like the thicker folded section at the bottom wrapping around the head and the ball of knitted yarn at the top. The light bluish-gray patterns are not exact, but close enough to let people recognize these hats from the film. I love that this hat appeared in several films as a subtle way to show us that the Weasleys don't have a lot of money for new clothes. But this also means that this is the first non-original piece, since this exact hat also comes with his brother Fred. For his accessories, George Weasley has his wand and the Marauder's map. To make sure he never mixes up his wand with Fred, he has a reddish-brown wand. The Marauder map was printed on a tan 2x2 tile piece. The map is currently folded and ready to be used by anyone who solemnly swears to be up to no good. Now, right now, mischief managed. Since the tile is squared and not a rectangle like the folded map in the film or the 2x3 tile used in the Hogwarts Magical Trunk set, we only get the castle and a few of the trails. The castle is amazingly replicated on the map. It even has Hogwarts written on the flag in faded ink. Now, while Harry uses the map the most, it was the Weasley twins who gave it to him in The Prisoner of Azkaban. The Weasley twins were one of my favorite characters from the stories, which makes me extremely excited to get them in the CMF series. I'm even more excited that LEGO made sure to make all but one piece unique, rather than just taking the identical twin shortcut and having them be exactly the same. That shows respect for the fans and the collectible minifigure series. My favorite piece is the Marauders map. The detail is amazing and is used often enough in the story that it will be handy for mock and stop motion work. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.